Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're hauling liquid manure. The MX285 is back together and it's in front of the liquid manure tanker. Dad's filling it up right now. He just did the night shift, so he started last night at like 11:30 and he's been going until now. It's about 7 in the morning, so we're gonna go take over from him. You guys can probably see behind me here, they're framing away on this pack barn expansion. They're going really quick. They've already flown all the trusses. Too bad I was busy while they were doing that. Would have been cool to get some drone shots, but it's looking incredibly awesome. They still got a frame in this entire back wall here, but it's already looking awesome. Looks like Dad's taking a pretty good chunk out of this liquid manure tank already. You can see the custom crew is here as well. They got 4 of their own tanks, so I imagine this is gonna be the quickest we ever empty this lagoon, because so many tanks are running. This is a total of 5 tanks throughout the day. We'll see how much we can take out in a single day. Although Dad's taking out quite a bit already. So we got our pump set up here, and the custom crew, they have their own pump. Just because we're running 5 tanks, probably tractors would be waiting if we didn't have 2 pumps. So figured we'd drop ours in there too. So the lagoon crawl is right there. It's looking all majestic with the sunrise. It's already almost a foot out. So we're having a couple of small issues with the tractor here. Nothing too serious. I think there's a transmission temperature sensor that's buggered up, and also for some reason the tractor doesn't want to go over 1900 RPM while we're driving, parked, anything. Just doesn't want to go higher than 1900. Typically we would run at about 2100 RPM. So yeah, those are the things we're watching. This tractor was in 2 pieces a little over 48 hours ago, so we're just keeping a good eye on it. Well, we did the old swapperoo, put the versatile back in front of the tank. A couple of things just aren't 100% good with that MX285 yet. Doesn't let the RPMs go over 1900, so it unloads really slow. You're underpowered, and it's just not 100%. Sometimes the transmission wasn't letting us go over 11th gear. That's also holding us back, only going 8 miles an hour down the road. So unloading, travel time, super slow, super slow. So we figured, you know what, probably something's not 100% with that thing. Just grab the versatile, put it on there. This thing handled the tank fine. Let's get at her. So we're hauling away now with the versatile. It's actually going pretty good. For a while there I was hauling exactly in the field where they were, same other 4 tanks as the custom crew, and I was sandwiched in between 2 John Deere 8Rs with the same size tank. They have way more horsepower. I was getting pretty stressed trying to keep up with those 2, and I wasn't running on the same GPS as them, so we kind of figured out, hey, maybe I should just go haul on the other side of the field, stay out of their way, because this tractor is a lot slower. And we definitely don't want to slow them down at all because it's a per hour rate, and if we can get them going as fast as possible and kind of just haul alongside them, that's going to be best for us. So that's what we're doing now, just tanking away. It's going pretty good. You can pretty much watch that lagoon go down with the 5 tanks running. It's crazy. pulled up to our pump. They gave me a remote for theirs. They don't even have to get out of the tractor. So basically just back up to their pump, turn the remote on, open the valve, and she starts filling. So apparently their pump goes quite a bit faster than ours. It's pretty cool. Another quick update for you guys. We are back in the MX285. Brent had a look at it this morning, and the RPM issue was just a switch over here. Apparently there's a switch that can max out the RPMs, and that got hit at some point. So kept it at 1800 RPM versus letting it go wide open to about 2150. So that held us back quite a bit. Sure, making some pretty good progress on this pit. I'd say it's getting close to half empty. Still, we've been running here for 7-8 hours with the 5 tanks. It goes so quick. Well guys, we almost got the pit empty. The custom crew went to about 12 or midnight last night, which is crazy. They wanted to get out of here this morning, so they helped us take the rest of the manure out and went late last night. My dad went overnight again, and the pit's pretty much almost empty. So they're pulling everything out, and they're gonna leave right away here this morning. Pulled that noon Lagoon crawler, the agitator boat, out of the pit, drives right out of the ramp onto their trailer there. Trailer hooks up behind one of their liquid manure tanks, the bigger ones with John Deere 8R, and that is a long unit to take down the road. It's going to be fun to drive around, but they're off to the next area, I guess, pump some more liquid manure, and we got a couple more loads here to do this morning. Not a lot at all, so take these last few loads out. Then it's lunchtime. So it's about a day later. We're gonna clean that tank off and the pump, take it out of the pit. But yeah, it's pretty much empty now. I think there's 16 inches in the bottom of this pit yet. Just really hard to get that last little bit to flow to the pump. So that's all we did end up getting out of this pit. But there's a total of 10 feet, so 120 inches in here. Only 16 left. That's pretty good. I don't think we've ever had it this low yet, so that's awesome. You can even see the blocks where the pipes come out. They're sticking above that line of the manure in the pit. So it's looking good. We got it pretty emptied out. Pull this pump out of the pit, get this hose emptied out, and clean the stuff off. Well, we pulled the pump out of the pit there, and as soon as I drove off of the ramp, the belt that drives the cooling fan on that tractor underneath the hood started smoking like crazy. Something isn't right in there. Lucky it held on while we were pumping the entire time. We think that tractor ran for about 38 hours straight since we were hauling 24 hours a day. And it held on for all of that hauling and the pumping, so that's good. Just decided to quit now when I was gonna go clean that pump. didn't really want to clean it that much anyway. We'll get this tank cleaned off though. We took those discs off of the back, and that is going to make cleaning this tank a million times quicker. All done. We are gonna park this beside the shop right there, close enough to where we can take this tire off with the air in the shop there. This tire is leaking flat. We were losing about 3 psi a day out of this tire, but recently after we were hauling, we parked it for a day and it was right away flat, and I filled it up the day before. So for whatever reason, while we were hauling, it stayed good. Again, pretty lucky that it held on until we had that pit empty, but just doesn't stay around for more than a day anymore. So we're gonna have to take that off, send it away, get it fixed. It's still a decent tire, so it's worth fixing it. But yeah, nice to have the pit empty, tank's clean, tractor's clean. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.